Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0087 indicates that the fuel rail pressure is too low, which is critical for optimal engine performance. The fuel rail is an essential component that delivers fuel to each cylinder injector at the proper pressure. When the pressure drops below a certain threshold, the engine may not perform efficiently, leading to potential engine stalling or poor acceleration. This trouble code typically arises from issues such as fuel leaks, failing fuel pumps, or sensor problems. It's crucial to address this issue promptly to maintain engine health. When diagnosing a vehicle under this DTC, one must consider all related parts in the fuel delivery system for thorough evaluation. The DTC P0087 error signifies that the fuel rail pressure is insufficient for the engine's requirements. The fuel rail is situated in the engine compartment and is typically mounted directly above the engine. It connects to all cylinder injectors, allowing fuel to be delivered under pressure necessary for combustion. If the fuel pressure falls below acceptable levels, it can lead to misfires, stalling, or diminished engine performance. It's important to note that a malfunctioning fuel pressure sensor can also trigger this code, indicating that the fuel system needs inspection. Understanding the operational role of the fuel rail and associated components is crucial for meaningful diagnostics. When addressing DTC P0087, it's essential to consider various possible causes. One common reason is fuel leaks, which can lead to inadequate pressure in the fuel delivery system. Checking for visible leaks around fuel lines and connections is vital. A faulty fuel pump is another potential culprit, since it is responsible for pushing fuel through the system. If the pump fails, pressure will drop, leading to the P0087 alert. Additionally, a malfunctioning fuel pressure sensor may provide inaccurate readings, which may falsely report low pressure. A thorough inspection of all components is key to diagnosing and rectifying this DTC. Several symptoms can occur when DTC P0087 is present, mainly due to insufficient fuel supply. One primary indicator is engine stalling or misfiring. These can occur as the engine fails to receive the required fuel for proper combustion. Additionally, drivers may experience poor acceleration performance, making it difficult to speed up or maintain speed. Another common symptom is the illumination of warning lights on the dashboard, signaling the driver to check the engine. Noticing these symptoms prompts immediate investigation into the fuel system. Regular monitoring can help diagnose issues before they escalate. The initial troubleshooting step for DTC P0087 involves verifying the problem while the engine is idling. Begin by utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to record all onboard snapshots. These snapshots provide data about various engine parameters and can assist in identifying underlying issues. After recording the data, clear the DTC with the HDS, which resets the system. Following this, turn off the vehicle and start the engine. Allow it to idle and hold the engine speed at 3,000 RPM until the radiator fan engages. This process helps to obtain relevant data for further diagnostics. If the DTC reappears, the failure has been confirmed. The second step in troubleshooting involves conducting a test drive under specific conditions. Drive the vehicle for several minutes while observing various parameters, including engine RPM, vehicle speed, and data from sensors like the Manifold Absolute Pressure (MAP) sensor. During the drive, use the HDS to check for any confirmed or pending DTCs that might appear. Confirm whether DTC P0087 is indicated. If it is detected again, this confirms the issue persists and further diagnostics are necessary. If it does not reappear, the problem may be intermittent, warranting a check of the PGM-FI main relay for functionality. For the third troubleshooting step, you will check the operation of the spill valve located on the high-pressure fuel pump. After starting the engine and allowing it to idle, listen for any noise or vibrations indicative of the spill valve's operation. This component helps manage fuel flow and pressure. If you hear normal operational sounds, you can proceed to the next step. However, if there is no noticeable noise, it suggests that the high-pressure fuel pump may not be functioning correctly. In this case, replacing the high-pressure fuel pump is necessary to restore proper fuel system operation. Step 4 involves a check of the fuel rail pressure sensor. Begin by turning the vehicle off and removing the PGM-FI main relay tube, which helps control the fuel injection process. After removing the relay, start the engine and let it idle until it stalls. Then crank the engine multiple times to ensure all fuel pressure is relieved. Using the HDS, observe the fuel pressure converted from the pressure sensor. A value less than 1000 kPa indicates a potential issue. Normal would be several hundred kPa. If the values do not match the expected range, replacing the fuel rail or its pressure sensor becomes necessary to resolve the DTC. In the fifth troubleshooting step, reinstall the PGM-FI main relay tube to re-enable fuel pump operation. Start the engine, and while keeping it at an engine speed of 3000 RPM without load, shift the transmission to D while maintaining firm pressure on the brake pedal. This process allows you to assess the fuel pressure under load conditions. Afterward, use the HDS to check the parameters, including both the converted fuel pressure and the direct injection system pressure. If both values are found to be closely aligned, it indicates that the fuel rail pressure sensor is functioning correctly. If discrepancies exist, replacing the fuel rail or the pressure sensor will be essential. The sixth step involves checking fuel pressure on the low-pressure side of the system. This involves measuring the fuel pressure to ensure it meets factory specifications. If the fuel pressure reads within acceptable limits, the low-pressure side components are functioning correctly, and you can proceed to the next step in the troubleshooting process. However, if the fuel pressure is found to be insufficient, further inspection is required. This includes evaluating the fuel pump, fuel pressure regulator, fuel filter, and fuel lines. Identifying any failing components here is crucial for restoring proper fuel pressure and ensuring the engine operates efficiently. The final troubleshooting step is a visual inspection of the high-pressure fuel pump. Remove the pump and examine the cam that drives it, as well as the roller mechanism for signs of wear or damage. Any visible issues could indicate that the pump isn't operating effectively, which warrants replacement. If the inspection reveals no damage, it may still be necessary to replace the high-pressure fuel pump to restore optimal function. Additionally, checking the exhaust camshaft for damage could be necessary if the pump is presumed to be failing. Ensuring all components are in good working order is vital for resolving the DTC P0087 promptly. After completing repairs related to DTC P0087, it's crucial to verify that the problem has been resolved. Begin by clearing the DTCs using the HDS to ensure the system resets. Following this, take the vehicle for a test drive to monitor its performance under varying conditions, checking for any recurrence of issues. If the DTC does not return, it confirms that the repairs were successful. Continuous monitoring of engine performance is recommended post-repair to ensure lasting effectiveness. A thorough verification process minimizes the risk of returning problems, ensuring a reliable operation for the owner. Preventive maintenance is key to avoiding issues like DTC P0087 in the future. Regularly scheduled fuel system checks are essential for ensuring components like pumps, sensors, and injectors remain functional. Maintaining awareness of fuel pressure levels can alert drivers to potential problems before they escalate. Periodically inspecting components for wear and tear can identify weak points within the system, allowing for proactive replacements or repairs. Furthermore, it is advisable to ensure that fuel systems are clean, as contaminants can contribute to problems. By committing to these preventive strategies, vehicle owners can enhance the reliability and longevity of their Honda Pilot's engine. In conclusion, DTC P0087 signifies a serious issue related to insufficient fuel rail pressure in the Honda Pilot, which can lead to performance problems and engine stalling. A systematic approach to troubleshooting should start with verification of the issue and move through various checks and inspections, including checking the fuel pump and pressure sensors. Identifying and correctly addressing the underlying causes is imperative to restore satisfying vehicle performance. Regular maintenance is also essential to prevent future occurrences of this error code, including consistent checks of the entire fuel delivery system. Ultimately, a comprehensive understanding of this error and effective diagnosis are key to ensuring engine reliability and performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.